As I mentioned before, I'm a little behind on this Made for Makers thing, day behind. So this story is a day behind. I finally got my maker space cleaned up after being gone for 5 weeks. I had to get that clean, and now let me just show you around a little bit. Maybe I would do a more in-depth shot tour if someone comments that they're interested in it. I would do that on YouTube. Let me know. So my maker space is a 3-car garage. Actually, it's 2 cars wide and then 2 cars long on one side, a tandem. And that's where I go into the kitchen area. And all of this over here is my laser. I have a Laguna EX laser, 150 watt, some storage cabinets left over, workbench that I do some computer work and make my videos, my YouTube videos sometimes on, run my laser. And that takes care of the back part of the garage. The single part over there, I've got my router table. This was a Rockler metal frame router table with a phenolic top. And then I added the cabinetry and the actual storage for the bits and other storage on the other side. Open this up, got storage down here. Then I have my miter saw. All of these tools are on wheels, and I roll them out when I use them. As you can see, it's quite compact. Coming along this wall, we'll continue down this wall. And there I have my bandsaw, Laguna 14BX, my Supermax drum sander, 1932. One thing with my Supermax drum sander is I did build a cabinet underneath it along with some sanding storage bins, and I use that mostly for sanding storage. As you can see, there's my belts. There's some other disc sanding, and if you come around to the other side, you just have the back and then some more sanding paper over there. That turns out to be real handy. I did not do a build video on it, but if someone would want one, I guess I could put one together. Let me know in the comments. My Laguna dust collector, that thing is a beast. It'll suck up tools. It's 3 horsepower, and it's very strong. Then my compact dust collector by Festool. I really like, and I've done a video on this before, I really like this cyclone separator. Does a great job. And then my beast of a joiner planer, and I'm thinking about doing a review on that sometime. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a review on that hammer. A341. Normally, there's a plate right here that I've removed because I have to make adjustments using these adjustment knobs here at times. And that's one of the downsides in my review I'd talk about. Okay, we circle around to the rest of the garage or workshop, maker space, whatever you want to call it. There's my lathe. I don't do a whole lot of lathe work, but I do enjoy making pins and small things. And there's my work cart that I got from Rockler. That comes in real handy for heavy pieces of wood. I can move it around, and I can bring it over to the other side of the saw over here, right over there when I want to cut and slide the bigger pieces on there. There's my outfeed table that I built, along with shelves, doors that open up to a vast space. I'm thinking about putting drawers in there. I also want to make some drawers for underneath this little this little workbench from Harbor Freight that is on my that my lathe is on. Keep coming around. I'm got way too much wood for what I'm using. I hate to use the term wood hoarder because that has such a negative connotation, but let's just say I like to collect wood for my projects. There's one of my grandchildren that likes to interrupt my videotaping. Hi, Reagan. Hey, I saw that note you sent for me. That was really nice. Thank you. All right. Wood storage. I got a Costco. The idea was I got a Costco rack that holds tons of weight. And then I added some space on the front of it for ready access to some of my pieces of wood. And let me go around to the side and show you what it looks like on the back. As I said, it was a Costco rack. I put it on wheels, but the wood got too heavy that the wheels got caught in the cracks of the cement pour. And so once I got it to that point, it stuck and I'm not strong enough to move it off. And so I need to unload the rack and resituate it. So back here is my sheet goods storage. So my slab lumber that's dimensioned is mostly there, and a bunch of cut off pieces there. A bunch of pieces hanging on the rack up there. I think I've got enough to last me for a while, but somehow I always end up getting more. And if that wasn't enough, of course, I have all these cut off pieces. Several buckets behind there that you can't see. This here and that here. I think I'll take the next couple weeks. I'm going to start trying to glue some of that up so that I can make some projects out of those and get rid of some of that lumber. Of course, I've been saying that for a year, and I always start with new wood and a new project without taking the time to glue it up. My very first big purchase was my saw stop, and really glad that I got the saw stop. I already triggered it once with my finger, and so it was well worth the investment. And then the Laguna IQ was my next big investment. Then all the rest of the stuff, everything, like I said, is on wheels. And back there is my laser, which is my latest huge investment, and that was a lot of money. Well, that's my maker space. Day 2 was to show your space, and that was the intent of this little video. And if you have any questions, drop me a message. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a great day.